Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm good. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good. I was up late last night trying to get Buster Murdaugh to come be on the show. You know, I was on their law firm's website, and
Really?
they've changed the name, and but there's still a Murdaugh that works there.
Really?
Randy, he's pictured in a lot of the documentaries.
So you have red hair?
It's more of a burgundy. But yeah, no, I'm just following up on the Murdaugh case for everyone today.
Well, we'll probably move on to another event.
Yeah, I don't know. This one seems to be hanging on for me a little bit.
It is. It's been around. It's 29 degrees right now in Jackson, and it will be a lot like yesterday, 41 for a high, and we'll have sunshine gradually becoming more sunny throughout the day. So, and then Friday, did you know we're expecting snow?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. When will it end? It has to with the calendar, right? Eventually it will
It's
stop.
gotta stop, yeah.
It will stop as we get toward the end of March.
Today we salute all women. Today is International Women's Day. So thanks to all the women in our lives, and we salute all women today.
Salute all women. Take the day off if you work here.
The the drug summit is today, and you can still go to the drug summit even though it started at 8. You can go. It's you can go in and out anytime.
Yeah, I'm actually going to pop in right after the show. Check it out. Great job by the leadership in our community putting this together, and it's always a great event, powerful event. So yeah, if you were thinking about going but only can go for a half hour, an hour, go ahead.
Yeah,
Pop in.
definitely.
Pop in, check it out. See if you can, maybe you have a family member struggling, or maybe you're struggling yourself. Check it out. There's help available.
This morning, Andy and I got up early to go to Donuts with Dads at Ella and James' school this morning. And donuts, coffee, juice, white and chocolate milk were the featured.
Yeah, it was a wonderful event. The moms and teachers were walking around serving coffee. They had 2 styles of donuts. I'm not sure which camera James was looking at there. So yeah, and you were there. You weren't really sure what to do, were you? Did you read?
I listened to people reading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's Mr. Scanlon and Claire having a nice morning.
I don't think you had a donut though.
I didn't have a donut. Did you?
I did.
Was it good?
I picked the wrong kind.
Yeah, there was glazed and sprinkles.
They were not real glazed. They were like sour cream.
Yeah, cream cheese. I don't know what they were. We had like some chapter books at our table.
Well, people a couple of the girls brought romance novels.
Well, one was the Giver. Everyone remembers that book. And then Ella had some type of other book that she needed to read before class today. So
A lot of words.
a lot of words. Yeah, I read 1 page today, and then we started talking. So we actually had a team basketball meeting at the table.
That's right, your last week of basketball.
Yeah, so we were just going over a few last-minute instructions.
A couple things happened in Lansing yesterday. The governor signed a big bill with tax breaks. And Michigan's House voted yesterday to repeal the part of the state's controversial 3rd grade reading law that required students who tested more than a grade behind in reading to repeat 3rd grade. That's no longer a requirement, but even though it was a requirement, a lot of school districts ignored it.
Yeah, a lot of school districts ignored it, and yeah, as well they should have, probably, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, it turns out that the law had an unintended consequence, holding back predominantly low-income families and black students.
Yeah.
So it was not a fair law in the way it was
Written?
or actually enacted.
Well, it wasn't. You
No.
know, it was. Yeah, it really wasn't. I don't know. Had you talked to any educators who had put that into place in the
No.
last few years?
No.
Either have I. I was.
Excuse me.
I'm so mad. You know that Peep Pepsi?
Peeps Pepsi.
I have some of it, but I forgot it at home.
Uh-huh.
I forgot it at home, so it will be here tomorrow. But I got the small 8-ounce cans, so everyone can enjoy it.
I just don't can't imagine it would taste good.
Well, I
Marshmallow.
learned yesterday at Target because I ran into someone that was also buying a Peep flavored Pepsi, and they said that when they were young, there was a soda that was flavored with marshmallow. Do you remember?
No.
Okay.
Mellow Yellow?
No, that's not. That's
That would have been a
flavored.
good soda.
What is
to
the
have.
main flavoring in Mellow Yellow? Yellow 15?
Sugar.
Yeah. No, anyways, we'll have the Peep Pepsi in here tomorrow. I also saw Peep Mike and Ike. I mean, these
Yeah,
Peep people are really
it's-
going after it. But Peep is a very inexpensive snack, so you won't break the bank buying Peeps.
Sugar is cheap. Speaking of food, two of your favorite Michigan brands have been sold to private equity companies. So companies that had previously been under family ownership and had a lot of pride in Michigan are now going to be owned by out-of-state companies, investors. They are Kilwins, based in Petoskey, and Great Lakes Potato Chips, based in Traverse City.
The Kilwins folks have been moving toward this for a long, long time. As you
Yeah.
know, they're already all over the country, so it was only a matter of time. But
Yeah,
I remember when there were just a couple Kilwins. and it
Kilwins
was
has
in-
150 locations all across the United States.
Yeah. Do you ever do one of those Kilwins chocolate tours in Petoskey?
did, yeah.
Those should lose its luster now that they're owned by private equity.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're not necessarily going into the family candy shop. So,
Mm-hmm.
who else? What was the other one? Who's the
Great
other
Lakes
company?
Potato Chips.
Oh, Great Lakes potato chips. Wow.
I got a bad bag of those once.
Really?
And I wrote to their people on their website, and nobody's. I was expecting maybe a coupon. Nothing.
Have you ever eaten at Olive Garden and sent an email because you didn't like your food?
No,
No.
no. But that's happening. It's called revenge consumerism.
Yes, I think there are people that do that no matter what. Like
Yeah.
they go home, they go to the restaurant, and then they go home, and then they write this story about what didn't happen, and then try and get another coupon to the same restaurant. Your next meal will be free, and then you go in, and then you go do it at the other restaurant. I think there's a lot of people who do that. Have you ever tried to get a free meal anywhere?
No.
Other than the Bennigan's in Ann Arbor that one
years
time?
years ago, I found a rubber band in my Wendy's chili. Years ago, on corner of West and High.
It wasn't a rubber band. It was
a
a
rubber-
hair tie, Bart.
And I got a
Jeez.
coupon in the mail that expired the next day.
At least it wasn't a finger. 'Cause that
The
did
other
happen
thing in
here.
Lansing yesterday, a bill has been introduced to have cursive be part of education. Cursive, handwriting.
Yeah, my daughter gets asked that a lot by people. Do you guys do cursive? Do you do cursive? Yes, I do cursive. I will say though, Brandon, maybe you can attest to this as well. Don't use a lot of cursive. I do not use. Do you use a lot of cursive?
I am a cursive guy.
So you write in cursive?
I do.
Wow,
You write faster with cursive.
really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
France has been brought to a standstill today.
France? I'm still trying to figure out how to write a Z in cursive.
It's the same.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
the same in both. C.
I'll have Brandon show me. It sounds like he's up to speed.
They're on strike in France because France wants to raise the retirement age from 62 to 64,
Oh.
and the French want nothing to do with that, so they've gone on strike. And garbage is already piling up in the streets of Paris because the garbage collectors, one of the most visible strikers.
Shouldn't the folks 62 to 64 just strike? Shouldn't those?
Well, people are eventually going to be 62, 63,
they will, but they don't
64.
need to, you know.
Yeah.
They don't need to, get deep into the mud and try and ruin their own career. Wow, 62 to 64, and that's assuming that everyone in France is set up for retirement at that age. So yeah, okay.
3.5 million people on strike right now.
Really?
In France. If you're planning on going,
I don't have any plans.
don't.
Don't have any plans.
No.
I went to a basketball game last night.
I saw you. I saw your
Yeah,
pictures.
it was good. There were some incidents, a lot of good incidents. I hadn't been out to. I love regional basketball. It was great. We had a few people get kicked out.
Who got kicked out?
You know, I don't know. They were adults, not children. They were adults.
What
They
were
got-
they doing?
Well, I'll tell you what happened, and there's two sides to every story, as everyone knows. I'm only going to tell one side. So yeah, we were standing there, and one of the officials who, someone was barking at him. And Blissfield was up quite a bit, and someone from the, I call it the administrative wall at games, right? You know what I'm talking about.
Right, they stand against
the
the wall.
administrative wall said something to the official, and the official didn't like it. And then about 10 seconds went by with nothing. And then the gentleman said to the official, hey, I'm the one that said it, to kind of continue it a little bit, in my opinion. And then the ref said, goodbye. And it was kind of one of those things. Didn't need to happen either way.
A Blissfield administrator.
I don't know. Gosh, why are you trying to do that? No, I don't know who it was. And then someone else got thrown out later in the game. So, and I believe it had to do with yelling at officials. So, pick and choose your spots. Up 35 in the fourth, never a good spot in my opinion to do that. But hey, is what it is. Is what it is. There were a lot of other things that happened too. Larry Jacobson was there. You know what they call him there?
Sheriff.
Larry. They call him Larry by his first name. Whether you're a 2-year-old or you're a 102-year-old, they call him Larry. Here's a tip. Go to the concession stand with him. You don't pay. So thank you to the kids that helped me out there. So I appreciate it. No, it was a fun night. Concord does a nice job putting on a tournament.
Remember the one time Larry went, he was calling a game for us, a football game, and he brought his coffee into the press box, and they wouldn't let him bring his own coffee.
Oh, yeah. That was at Northwest.
Yeah.
Gosh, yeah, that was at Northwest. Larry brought a styrofoam coffee, and they said, you can't bring that in here, cop. Get out of here. I don't care if you're a cop or not. Yeah. So Larry drank the coffee real quick and never went back. Never went back to that press box ever again.
It was an ugly incident.
It was so ugly. Just coffee.
The Girl Scouts were here a couple weeks ago. They brought all their cookies. And one of the new cookies is the Raspberry Rally, which is a lot like the Thin Mints, except it's red inside with a raspberry flavor. And they're so popular that they're now going for as much as $100 a box on eBay.
What?
And the Girl Scouts are upset because they're not getting any of that $100.
No,
None
just
of it. No.
It's like, it's resale. That's all it is.
Yeah.
We had some in the building, and they're gone now.
Did you have any of those, Brandon?
David Rice had some.
No, David Rice had some.
David and Teague had some, but we did have a box of those. But well, I guess you'll have to get lucky. Brandon, you buy 5 of those for $5, flip them for 500.
I know.
They're rare. They're rare. They're hard to find.
I bet we can get them. We
Girl
can spend
Scouts-
the rest of the day flipping.
The Girl Scouts say, please do not buy from unauthorized resellers online or through third-party e-commerce platforms.
I mean, what have we come
I
to?
think we have a picture of the cookies, don't we, Brandon? Okay, interesting.
I ate the picture of the cookie. It looks so good.
We have a picture of France, the garbage strikers in France.
Anything?
Any of the pictures?
Anything up there, guys? Anything? Words? Excuses? Anything? How about something we're asking for up there, fellas? Anything? Hey, I want to tell you about On Two Wheels. On Two Wheels is having their anniversary party on April 1st, and happy anniversary to them means happy savings to the rest of the community. They're going to have food, drinks, everything in the store will be on sale, and there'll be much, much more. It is April 1st, 10 to 5 at On Two Wheels, and it's a great time to get over there. They have a ton of cool new bikes, and it's biking season.
And they'll have beer at their party on April 1st.
April 1st, April 1st, 10 to 5. Should be fun. Stop by and say hi to the crew.
Well, you told us a little bit about the excitement at the Blissfield Hanover game last night, but you didn't tell us the score.
I didn't tell you the score, but let me do that now in our Extreme Dodge scoreboard. I've just been told from our front desk that we're getting a lot of Blissfield area code calls into the building. People would like to tell me what really happened. You don't need to, I was there. Here we go, Division 3 at Concord. And again, I was there with Officer Larry Jacobson, David Rice, and Noah Baker. So we had a full squad there. Blissfield 46, Hanover Horton 19. Comets finished the season with a 9-14 record following the regional semifinal loss. But Hanover won their first district title in 23 years. So congratulations to Hanover on an outstanding season. Blissfield, very, 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 very good team. Just because people got thrown out, I don't want to take away from how good Blissfield's girls basketball team is. They're very good. And they're going to get a chance to play Ipsy Arbor Prep, who beat Columbia 50-42. Columbia finishes the season with an 18-7 record, having won its third consecutive district titles. Ipsy Arbor Prep will play Blissfield Thursday at 7 at Concord. I'm going to take Blissfield in that game after watching both teams play, but I expect it to be a great game. And again, that's Thursday night at 7. D3 at Dansville. Ovid Elsie nipped Grass Lake 37-34. Ovid recorded a steal late in the game to pull ahead with less than 90 seconds left in the low-scoring contest. Kate Starkey had 14. Olivia Turner added 8 for Grass Lake, who finished the season 16-8. The Warriors only have 3 seniors, and they'll be back next year. Dansville, they beat Springport 68-55, so it'll be Dansville and Ovid Elsie in the regional final at Dansville. I heard that game was moved to Dansville Middle School. No one told me why.
Scoreboard broke.
The scoreboard broke. Let's get over to the middle gym. Unacceptable for a regional semifinal. Boys districts coming up tonight. And this is the fun night, the semifinal night. So D3 at Lumen, Concord versus Hanover at 5:30, and then stick around Lumen Christi versus Jonesville at, well, they say 7, but we know it'll be 7:15 or 7:30. D3 at Napoleon, Center versus EJ's the 5:30 game, and then Grass Lake will take on favorite Napoleon at 7. Columbia Central will play Manchester at Hudson in their district semi, and Jackson Christian will play Pittsford 5:30 tonight at Lenawee Christian, and we will have highlight scores and anecdotes from all of those games.
Who's on the show today?
We have a wonderful show. We're going to get things started with folks from JADA. We have Mike Brown and Patrick O'Dowd, who will join us right after this break.
Give a child the gift of creativity this year. Jackson School of the Arts gift certificates available for classes in dance, visual arts, theater, gymnastics, and taekwondo. They are available for online purchase at jacksonarts.org/gift. You can also call to arrange a specific amount of gift membership for a certain class. For more information, call 517-784-2389. The Jackson School of the Arts.
There are few more beautiful historic places in Jackson than the Michigan Theater, but the Michigan Theater isn't just a part of history, it's a vital part of this community today. We host hundreds of events each year, including classic movies, local, national, and international live music. The combination of our majestic building with our modern entertainment technology makes the Michigan Theater a special place. Please consider becoming a member for only $25. Your membership will help preserve this incredible entertainment venue for generations to come.
Need to find businesses you can trust in a hurry? Computer services, contractors, even pet care. Download the BBB app today. Start with trust. Start with BBB.
Dahlem, Jackson's Nature Place. Registration is now open for their Outdoor Adventure Summer Day Camp. 9 one-week themed sessions of camp this summer for children ages 3 to 12 years old. Games, hikes, hands-on crafts, and more. They are hiring camp staff and team volunteers as well. Easy online registration is open now. Visit dahlemcenter.org.
We all want to protect those we care about. The best way to show them that you care is by getting the COVID-19 vaccine and booster. Safe and effective for everyone 6 months and older, vaccinated individuals are less likely to experience severe COVID-19 symptoms or hospitalization. Protect your loved ones, protect your children, protect yourself. Get vaccinated and boosted. Those you care about are counting on you. Call the Center for Family Health Walk-in Clinic at 5500 for your COVID-19 vaccine or booster.
Give the gift that lasts. The Jackson YMCA has something for everyone on your shopping list. Skip the traditional gift of things and give an experience at the Y, where no matter what age, there's something for everyone. Give the child on your list a youth membership for one of our after-school adventures. Out of ideas for mom, dad, grandma, and grandpa? Send them to the Y, where they can enjoy the pool, indoor walking track, wellness center, sauna, steam room, and so much more.
It's here, it's the Downtown Social District, and it kicks off on Friday, St. Patrick's Day. What better day to kick off a Downtown Social District? So it'll be open, so on Thursday and Friday, 12 p.m. to 12 a.m., Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 12 a.m. How does it work? You order a drink in the official Social District cup at participating bars and restaurants, and you can use that cup out and about.
Just like New Orleans.
Yeah, they'll put a sticker on it though, so you'll know where it came from and things like that. So it won't be a complete free-for-all, but it should be fun. This has been in the works for a few years, and we'll see it come to fruition on Friday, St. Patrick's Day.
Joining us now from the Jackson Area Transportation Authority, Executive Director Mike Brown and Government and Community Relations Manager Pat O'Dowd. Good morning.
Morning. How are you guys doing today?
Great. Well, doing well.
And Pat might be familiar to some JTV viewers as one of our sports commentators.
That's right.
Pat?
Yeah, been doing that for 5 years. Certainly appreciate that opportunity.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Of course. So now you're in Jackson, back in Jackson, and Mike, we saw recently that you guys will be switching from Greyhound to Indian Trails. What does that mean for your customers and for the community?
Well, that took place already, March 1st. We're just still doing some logistic things right now as far as equipment and signage and things like that, but it already took place March 1st. Greyhound, Indian Trails buses are already coming through our station. So what it meant is that they took over the east and west corridor. They were only going north and south, and now they took over east and west corridor as well, what Greyhound was providing for us prior to them leaving.
So if someone were to take a bus trip to Des Moines and they got on Indian Trails here, then when they got to, say, Chicago, would then they have to change to a Greyhound? Or how does it work?
The Indian Trails will be Indian Trails all the way through.
Oh, really?
Yes. They won't have to get on a different Greyhound bus or not. Now, they do partner with some other private contractors like Miller Bus and things like that, but there will be no Greyhound bus transfer in between or anything like that.
And Indian Trails, I think, is a Michigan-based company?
It is.
So that's good.
It is. Been around for a long time.
Pat, let's talk a little bit about Rides to Wellness. We've been familiar with that through JATA for a few years, but it's kind of exactly what it sounds. People who need transportation to, whether it's a doctor appointment or something like that, they can book a ride through JATA.
Yeah, yep. That'll give them the ability, we'll come and pick them up, door-to-door service, certainly a convenience for those that maybe are struggling with transportation or don't have access to safe and reliable transportation, or maybe their family members aren't able to take them to an appointment that day. That's a great service that they can take advantage of.
How does that work? Do you just call and
give them a call, all right, Mike? They just call, and we've got 2 dispatchers that handle the Rides to Wellness program. They'll get them taken care of.
The program goes a little further than just rides, though, because it is a complete wellness program.
Okay.
So if they need to get to the pharmacy, if they need a store trip because their diet changed, so it's a little more intense than just our regular reserve ride service.
Yeah, and we're pretty lucky because I think there's only a couple or so places in the state that have a program like this.
Yes.
So take advantage of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Pretty cool.
So there's also the Reserve a Ride program, which is a little bit different than Rides to Wellness. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, Reserve a Ride. You can get a ride anywhere in the county, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, anywhere in the city, Monday through Saturday. And it's a little bit different than the bus service. It's available until 10 p.m.
Okay.
So a little bit of convenience. The bus routes, I think our last one runs at 6:05.
Yep, 6:15. Yeah.
6:15.
Okay.
So if you need a ride outside of those hours, and they're all handicap accessible.
Okay.
You can book a ride up to 2 weeks in advance. simply call our office. And yep.
Now, you told me recently that you've taken the bus route and gone through the full route, things like that. So that was just in the city. Are you going to take like a trip to Louisiana and back to see how the long rides are, or maybe?
Probably not. Full disclosure, it was my first bus ride.
Yeah.
I took the West Michigan route.
Okay.
And, it was a lot of fun. It was a very smooth ride, but I'm used to driving a vehicle.
Right.
And I think I got a little motion sickness going on.
You had to get used to it.
Great driving. Everybody wanted to know, well, who was the driver? It had nothing to do with the driver. It was an amazing, comfortable ride. But I just wasn't used to not being the driver, so I hopped off after a half hour.
And Mike,
most of the people that work at JATA, they also can drive a bus.
Yeah.
Are you going to learn?
Mike has told me I am not allowed to touch a bus. That was one of the first questions and first things we covered. Day one, Pat, stay away from the buses. You can ride them, don't drive them.
I'm curious about the Indian Trails thing. So is that giving us more options then? Do we have more routes or more destinations or anything?
So that depends on Indian Trails, how they build their schedule. They did have to rebuild their entire schedule to add the East and West Corridor in, though. So they have, I'm sure, added some routes, maybe lessened some routes. For us, it didn't change anything. It kept the same exact service that we had in place, and our customers could get there either way.
Yeah. Back to bus drivers, not just bus drivers, personalities and people who really connect with the customers, and it's part of their day, isn't it, Mike?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Customer service, number one. That's our goal.
Yeah, they're very friendly.
Yes, for sure.
It's very personable, and a lot of your drivers have been with you for decades.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, longevity is something that happens. I call it stick and stay. They just don't go anywhere.
Are there any frustrating points for your bus drivers that they see a lot? People out driving around like they shouldn't. What's the biggest thing that maybe drivers should be aware of when they see a city bus?
I guess I can speak on that. For the most part, is realize that the bus brakes are not as big as the bus. It takes 3 times the length of time for that thing to stop.
Okay.
And so people do a lot of cutoffs. They do a lot of hurry up and get in front of us and things of that nature.
Do you still have the cord?
No, we graduated. We got no push buttons.
Well, it's really it's a lifeline for a lot of people. When I've taken trips, there's usually people on with supermarket bags and people with backpacks going to work. And,
they go to everywhere. Laundromat. We have customers, regular customers that get on and take their laundry to the laundromat and back and forth. Like you said, work, social, to the movies.
Yeah.
Just for a ride. That monthly pass gets you unlimited rides. Some people just want to go for a ride.
How much is a monthly pass?
It depends on your class. If you're a
okay.
senior or disabled, then it's $27.
Wow.
A student is $45, and then I think it's $54 for an adult.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, and the individual rides you can just jump on one time and then
Keep on going.
Yeah.
the inner city too. All the bus routes locally, they drive with the inner city Indian Trails because they all start downtown at the transfer center.
That's correct. They can interact. They can get off the Indian Trails bus, hop on the transit bus, go to the mall, get back, come back downtown. You can go back to Indian Trails and go right back where you came from.
What's the biggest thing you've learned so far in this industry?
Just the importance of public transportation.
Right.
One of the biggest obstacles for people just entering the workforce or maybe exiting the workforce around fixed incomes, their access to safe and reliable transportation is a leading indicator of whether they're going to be successful. So I've met with a lot of local businesses already who have employees that have entered into the workforce. Maybe they can't afford a car right now. So they have to rely on public transportation, and if they're ever going to advance through that entry-level position, transportation has to be available to them. So it's pretty exciting to be involved in an organization that's providing that service.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah. Well, we'll look for you at the transfer center. Make sure that you're not behind the wheel of any bus, maybe just riding or waving. But
Yeah, Mike, have you told Pat one of his duties is to grill hot dogs on International Transportation Day?
Okay, guess what? Tri-Transit Week is going to be coming up. I do believe it's April, but we're still checking the time frame to see if that's going to be the case or not. So we're looking forward to grilling those hot dogs.
We'll certainly invite you guys out for a hot
We'd love to
dog
be there.
and a little bit of coverage of that day, Tri-Transit Day.
Yeah, we look forward to it every year. Popcorn, hot dogs.
Absolutely.
Nice. Great to see you guys.
Yeah,
Thanks
thank
for
you
being
guys.
here.
As well. Thank you.
Mike Brown and Pat O'Dowd from Jackson Area Transportation Authority. Coming up, Tiki Sam. He's on the cover of Jackson Magazine. We'll find out why. Coming up next.
The Potter Center at Jackson College welcomes award-winning country supergroup Lone Star, Sunday, March 19th. Be amazed by their chart-topping hits. Tickets are on sale now at the Potter Center box office or online at jccmi.edu/Potter Center. Lone Star, Sunday, March 19th.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
If you're looking for a high-quality, affordable alternative to the emergency room, then come to IEP Urgent Care's new location in Jackson. It's the same great ER physicians who have been providing care through our local hospitals since 2008, but now with a new location to serve you better. Our ER-trained providers believe high-quality care is for everyone, so we work with all insurances, including Medicaid and Medicare. Come see us on East Michigan Ave.
Our new Express Oil Changes and More building has been a huge success. Not only do we have the best oil change prices, we top off fluids and do a 33-point inspection. All while you enjoy fresh-baked cookies, coffee, and popcorn in our new lounge. This month is our Jeep Freedom Day sales event with special pricing on all new Jeeps. Stop out to Extreme Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Jackson, just off I-94 exit 141, or online at extremedodge.com.
You need a plumber? From leak repairs to new construction. Grimes Plumbing Company, licensed and insured, proudly serves the Jackson area with fast, reliable service. No hot water, drains clogged? Call Grimes Plumbing today, proudly serving Jackson County.
The morning show on JTV is brought to you by Vermeulen's Home Furnishings. Now in their third generation, Vermeulen's celebrating 97 years in business. On St. Patrick's Day, 5:30, the Jackson YMCA has a running event or walking event, whatever you like. It's the Shamrock Shuffle 5K Run Walk. St. Patrick's Day at 5:30, only $25 to enter. You can find the QR code online or visit jacksonymca.org to sign up.
I'm wearing my custom Tiki Sam's pizza apron because our next guest is the cover boy of the Jackson Magazine Best of Jackson issue. The best food truck in Jackson is Tiki Sam's Pizza, and joining us is Tiki Sam himself, Sam DeRocher. Hi, Sam.
Hi, Bart.
Good morning.
Hey, you guys.
Congratulations.
Well, thanks. I appreciate that.
Well deserved.
You guys can put that in the basement and keep mice out.
Well, we need you to sign that first,
yeah.
and then we'll stick it right down there for you.
Awesome.
Just much deserved, of course, and you've been at it quite a while now and constantly growing. Talk a little bit about kind of the last year, kind of what's going on.
So the last year's been a crazy year for us. As you guys know, we've, I was in the process of building another food truck, and an opportunity came up to open a brick and mortar. And so we jumped both feet in with that, and it was about this time last year that we were signing leases and getting equipment together and that kind of thing. And so so now we've got 2 food trucks and a brick and mortar.
That's awesome.
Out in Horton.
What a great success and growth story, and it's because it's really a crowd favorite.
Yeah, we're very we feel very blessed with all of the success that we've had. I couldn't do it without my crew. You guys know that I think that success in this industry is very dependent on the people that you surround yourselves with, and I feel very fortunate that most of my employees are my family, and the ones that aren't my blood family, I consider them my family because of how much they believe in me and believe in the business itself.
What is it that people don't see? You know, of course, when you're at an event, you come up, you order a pizza, you enjoy it. Talk a little bit about how you can create the amount of food that you do over the course of a day out of these trucks.
Sure, I think that a lot of it has to do with like what you don't see is that, you know, especially for the trailer that everybody knows, the wood-fired trailer, they don't know that the day before I'm out there running that oven all day, you know, to get the oven because of how it's built. You know, it's at its thinnest point, it's about 8 inches thick. At its deepest point, it's about 12 inches thick of concrete. And so what you're doing is you're just heating that up, trying to get as much heat into the stones as possible, so that when you're running it, you're not running it with, you know, just little sticks of wood that you're putting in there to keep it hot. So they don't see that. They don't see the work that goes into making the dough and getting all the supplies together.
That's one of my favorites right there.
Yeah, the margarita.
The margarita.
Yeah, that's the one we have on the cover there.
I actually know.
A little crispy on the corner
I
there.
can eat that. You don't even have to cut the thing for me.
Yeah.
How quick I can eat one of your pizzas, Sam.
Yeah, you know, in Italy, they don't cut a margarita. It's typically just put on a plate and served as like that. Yeah.
It's amazing. You remember Bright Walls, you would see people order like 10 pizzas at a time and then would walk away. It was like Tiki Sam's teal boxes all over. It was cool.
Yeah. Well, COVID kind of dictated that we get those boxes. And that's the one thing I don't like about doing an event is all the boxes we leave behind. And so we're trying this year. We're looking at a new style of box. It's more like a plate, but it has some edges on it. And so we're trying to do something that's a little more eco-friendly and, you know, takes care of the environment a little bit.
I actually know a lot of the secrets because I took a Tiki Sam's pizza class.
Yeah, our
a
first
few weeks ago on Valentine's Day.
They haven't stopped talking about it.
Yeah, it was awesome. I got the apron. I got the secret recipes. I actually made pizza. And how did I do?
You did great, Bart. I mean, here's some pictures. This is at the shop, and there's Karen making her masterpiece, and Bart looking over her shoulder, like making sure that she did it.
Did you hire a professional photographer to go with you guys?
We actually had a professional photographer, another member of the DeRocher family, Carson.
Right. Perfect.
Carson took all these great photos.
Yeah.
Awesome.
There we are explaining the box and how it works. So our boxes, you know, I don't know if everybody knows this, but our boxes help you not get pizza down the front of you while you're eating it. You just put it on like a bib and you can eat it.
I love it.
So, yeah.
So anyone can make pizza. It turns out.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. So
what's your favorite?
We're actually going to offer another class on the 20th.
That was awesome.
Yeah, and so it's Monday. It's the day the shop is normally closed, but we're going to offer 2 sessions, and we'll actually have that on our website tomorrow, where people can go and register and sign up to be in the class.
That's a good idea. I might do that. That'd be fun.
Oh, I highly recommend it.
It was a lot of fun. We feed you. You know, what we did is we had never done it before, and we just served. We made one of each of our styles. So one Detroit style, we did a cracker crust, and then we did a New York style, and we're able to serve those as you came in. That was.
People know about you regionally. Are you starting to get some calls from around the country? Secrets? How you doing it? How do you do pizza?
Well, you know, the cool thing about pizza, and I don't know how it is in other industries, but in the pizza industry, it's a very tight-knit community. Like, I'm super excited because at the end of this month, I'm going to Las Vegas for the International Pizza Expo, and this year I'm taking my daughter Savannah and her husband Reagan. And so we get to go to that, and it's 3 very intense days of learning, seeing what's new in the pizza world. Like, you might think there's nothing ever new, but there's quite a few things that they come up with. And then there's always the after parties, and this year I feel pretty honored. So, we always do the Slice Out Hunger on National Pizza Day, and that organization actually contacted me, and so I get to be one of 20 pizza makers that is going to, we're going to do a party out there. And so they asked me to make a pizza, and I'm going to make our dill pickle pizza.
Very nice.
So I'm excited about that.
Nice. Well, it was just a week ago, I believe, that you were honored, along with 5 other Jackson businesses, in the Best of Jackson Awards for Best Food Truck. And I would just guess that you got the most votes.
Yeah, I don't know. They never revealed to us who got the most votes, but there's my great crew. There's my wife, Julie, her sister, Cindy, my daughter, Savannah, and Jasmine's there kind of hiding behind Julie. Yep.
What's your favorite pizza?
My favorite pizza is a standard pepperoni. I love pepperoni.
How important is selecting the toppings and
Yeah, so I feel that, and this is just my own opinion, I feel that it's super important to have the best ingredients, so all the stuff that I've sourced is pretty expensive, but it also reflects in the taste of the pizza. And the way I look at making pizza is I'm making something that is going to become a part of somebody's being. And I want to put in the best that I can. I don't want to put in junk. I want to make that pizza. It's my responsibility to make a pizza that is absolutely the best ingredients. And I make it from my heart. A lot of times when we're making pizza, if I'm on the oven, I'll tell the pizza, "Hey, I love you. Go and do your job."
This is why I love when Sam makes my pizza. This is exactly why it tastes so good.
Well, I want you to know
Find
that
your passion.
all my crew does the same thing. They my daughter Cindy, all of them, they love pizza as much as I do.
It's awesome.
And
even Max.
Yeah, Max, totally. Like, they all love pizza as much as I do, and they do the same. They put the same heart and soul into it, and that's what I love. Like, I don't know of many other places that do that.
Yeah.
And so
I noticed when I was taking the class how passionate you are about everything, every detail. There's a great reason why you do this a particular way, or why you use this particular item, and that it was obvious among everyone in your family and your staff that you're in our temple. That's how I felt that this was. You were opening the doors. We were getting to see behind the curtain.
Yeah,
it was just an incredible experience.
Yeah, and Bert, I feel like people that are passionate about what they do, it shows in their product and in their. Look at you. You've been here since 2000, Bert. That's a long time. This is 23 years you've been doing TV in Jackson, and I was looking at that green couch out there, and I see how you've evolved, over the years, and it just gets better. That's why I feel like as I'm approaching, becoming, I'm gonna be 54 this year, and as I approach that age, I feel like I'm entering the best years of my life. And some people, "Oh, you're old." Well, yeah, I'm old, but I'm.
You're doing what you want.
I'm doing what I want, and
awesome.
I love what I do. There's not a day that goes by that I hate the pizza business. I don't.
Well, we're certainly glad you don't, because we love Tiki Sam's.
Oh,
and,
thanks, I appreciate it.
Certainly glad that you're here with us today and here in our community. Thank you so much for being with us
Thanks,
today.
yeah, no problem.
Tiki Sam, the one and only. More of the morning show right after this break.
Dinosaur Safari, an immersive exhibit for children and families, is now open at Ellis Sharp Museum. The nearly 2,500 square foot exhibit features 7 animatronic dinosaurs, as well as hands-on stations that help children imagine themselves as paleontologists. The Incredible World of Dinosaur Safari features colorful and lifelike dinosaurs, including Triceratops and T-Rex. Some even move and roar. And one is climbable. Children can play dress up in a safari tent, pretend to drive a safari jeep, and visit 2 dig stations. The exhibit is produced by Omaha Children's Museum, open during museum hours. Visit ellasharp.org.
Are you struggling with your mental health? We can help at Michigan Psychological Care, located in Jackson, Michigan. We are here to help strengthen your relationships, your interpersonal connections, and help you find yourself. With options of individual therapy, family and couples, group counseling, psychological evaluations, we are here to help with all your mental health needs. Contact us today to live the life you've always dreamed.
Asthma Allergy Centers can help you breathe freely. Since 1980, our board-certified specialists have provided testing and treatment for a wide variety of asthma and allergy-related conditions, including immunodeficiencies and skin problems. No referrals are necessary, and we accept any insurance or no insurance. You can even use our mobile app to check in and pay. Come see us at our Jackson office or one of our multiple offices in Southwest Michigan.
Cheers from Nevermore Decor Store. We can't help this weather, but we can help you in curating that perfect space in your home. Whether you're looking for a cozy cuddle spot or need to finish your living room, dining room, or bedroom, we can design your space for you.
Stop in or call us at 517-867-0599.
At Nevermore Decor, we want to make sure your space is something you want to come home to. Let us make your house a home. Stop in and experience Nevermore Decor Store in downtown Jackson.
Within the folds of your life, you find the passion and drive to keep pushing forward. Growth comes from continually moving ahead in every stage of life. Count on County National Bank to help with seamless financial solutions. We can act quickly and accommodate your needs, whatever life brings your way. Our local bankers understand our community and your goals.
Let's work together.
Learn more about our personalized banking services at cnbb.bank. Member FDIC.
This flu season, the Center for Family Health is inviting you to be a flu fighter. You can get your flu shot. Visit the walk-in clinic or give them a call, 748-5500. The Center for Family Health has been opening the door to health care for all for more than 30 years. This Friday, Jackson High is hosting its annual ambassador auction, and you can buy tickets. Buy tickets to attend. It is $80 a couple or $45 for one. Online bidding only. So Brandon, if you'd like to do that from the comfort of your own office space in your home, bid on things that no one else in the family knows you're going to buy, that's a good place to do it. Join us 5 to 7 p.m. March 10th.
Joining us now from the Jackson County Fair and the Southern Michigan Winter Beer Festival, Denise Owens. Good morning, Denise.
Good morning.
It's a busy week.
It is a busy week.
So what happens early on in the week in Beer Fest week?
Well, we've had 2 days of beer already being delivered.
Yeah.
So we've got things are packed and lined up, big stacks. And then we are now working around the fact that the American One is so busy that everybody wants to use it. And so my time to set up is getting smaller and smaller. Normally I would already have table layout, but there's a big event in there today that the prosecutor has put on.
Yes.
So it is packed. And I think it would be kind of rude if I was throwing cans and stuff around in the, the next room.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, good news. It's a Winter Beer Festival, and there's still some winter coming this week.
Yep, but you know what? Of course, this is the 12th year, and we've had the whole gamut. We have had so frigid weather, which actually was just last year. So frigid it was hard to go outside, to the fact that we've been in t-shirts with music going on and people dancing on the patio. So it's March has always been like that. What do they say? Go in like a lion, come out like a lamb. We're right dead in the middle.
I think folks will.
Is it?
Well, I think folks will manage either way. I can tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you mentioned the size of the American One Event Center. I don't care how many people are in there. It does not look too crowded ever. It's awesome.
No, and I was a little concerned about that because the beauty is that people like to be able to walk from table to table, and there's things that I don't like to do, and that is be shoulder to shoulder with people, and that's not going to happen. We do have a big crowd, but they keep moving all the time. And having it in the new facility has just really made the experience so much better. Now, notice that we do have, I think, one little door open. Well, we will have 2 doors open this year, but like part way. Like whoever will raise your hand, who's the tallest, and that's how high we'll raise those doors. So that's why it's an indoor-outdoor event. We will have the ice carver that's always does a great job. Oh, they're good timing. And he did that beautiful selfie station last year. We'll have something similar, not the actual chair, but something else that we can get people to take their pictures at.
I'm glad you have to be 21 to go because you have some entertainment that it's going to be hard keeping some of the ladies off stage.
There you go. So, and we are actually putting in a little stage for both Mikey Mike to do his DJing from, but it makes it easier for Braden Lape to be center of attention. And so we're excited about that. And it's going to be a fun day. Every year I say it can't get any better, and it really does.
Yeah.
And I don't sleep. It's like pre-fair week, which, little tiny hint, stay tuned, end of the month, big news.
Oh.
Big news.
Big news.
Big news.
Big news.
Can't wait to hear that.
Yeah.
So we've got DJ Mikey Mike, who does a wonderful job, and Braden Lape. It should be a heck of a show.
Mm-hmm. And only about 175 beers.
Is that all?
Yeah,
Is that
beers,
all?
ciders.
Mm-hmm. And plenty of food.
Yes, actually 6 food trucks this year.
We just saw Sam. We know he'll be
Tiki
there.
Sam's is the highlight for sure. The dill pickle pizza is my favorite.
And the VIP ticket gets you in a little early, and you avoid the lines. Are there still VIP tickets?
We're sold out.
Oh, wow.
VIP is sold out. However, you know what? You want to pace yourself, so there's no reason you can't come at noon, which is when the regular tickets open up. But yes, the VIPs are sold out, and we are looking forward to the fact that, we end this at 5 o'clock. Not one tiny pour goes a minute after 5.
Yeah.
So it's a day that that there's no chance for you to be hanging out all night because we want you to come downtown, have dinner at these wonderful restaurants, have your lunch at the food trucks, dinner at the restaurants. So we had a little problem. Apparently Google refuses to correct. When you Google Southern Michigan Winter Beer Festival, it comes up that it's 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. We have reached out multiple times, and we have been fielding calls. And no, it is for the regular ticket, 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Same as always. So I don't know who's running Google or what's going on.
Probably
but anyway.
no one's running Google. That's the problem.
No one's running Google.
Yeah.
They're all off sick.
They're not in the office.
They're not in the office.
They're
That's
not
right.
in the office. That's exactly what it's. My advice is to go outside every little bit to remind yourself that it's daylight out. Because if you go 12 to 5 and walk out, that daylight will hit you really good, won't it?
Good point.
But you guys will have fire pits and things like that?
Yeah,
or?
fire pits. The entertainment just never ceases to, something new will crop up. Everybody will come, and I don't know how much we're going to do the cornhole boards because, again, it's going to be 33, so I don't really see a lot of that going on. But there'll be, the fire pits to go and hang out. We've got some non-alcohol vendors that'll be a lot of fun. We've got the apparel that's tied to craft beer events. We've got the donation guy that's coming. And, we missed not having a bakery when the bakery in Brooklyn unfortunately didn't survive COVID because he came every year.
Yeah.
And we had this bakery reach out, and they said, we're surprised to see how popular that was, and I said, I'm very pleased to have you be a vendor. So I mean, there's some new things and different things that are vendors that are the non-alcohol, but
yeah, a lot of local too.
That's
You've
a
got
cool
it's
pick.
just a donation, Tiki Sam's, Danielle Jacob. You've got the craft brewers in the area.
Yep, and we've even got a couple of new ones coming in from the Battle Creek area, but all of our local guys, Agma, Ironbark, don't let me forget one. Agma, Grand River. How can I, miss that one? But anyway, and then we have a number of different ones: Hillsdale Brewery, Territorial Brewery, and we have a new distributor that just reached out that has Shorts and Decker, and that's Mega Beer. So I mean, people hear about us and they're calling.
Awesome! I can't wait.
This Saturday, get your tickets. Yeah, and I recommend getting them in advance so you don't.
Yeah, because you're saving $5.
Yeah. All right, thanks for coming in.
Well, thank you.
See you Saturday.
Good, I hope so.
From the Southern Michigan Winter Beer Festival, Denise Owens. More in the morning show. Stay tuned.
The PIC Center is an independent practice that has provided care to the Jackson area for over 25 years. Doctors O'Neill and Cack supervise antibiotic infusions, as well as those for many other conditions, such as inflammatory bowel, joint, and lung disease, anemia, and multiple sclerosis. Our modern facility is open 7 days a week, and the infusion staff will make you feel right at home. Let your doctor know you have a choice where you receive your next infusion. Remember, when you've picked us, you've picked the best.
The Enchanted Forest Bar and Grill has something for everyone. They offer a large menu with a variety of meals to choose from, including many Middle Eastern options, along with the everyday favorites. Enjoy live music and dancing, pool table, huge bar and large banquet hall, perfect for your next gathering, wedding reception, graduation party, and more. And don't miss Sunday brunch, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Experience a great night out at the Enchanted Forest Bar and Grill, located at 3705 Ann Arbor Road in Jackson.
Center for Family Health is proud to announce that all 4 of our school health center locations have reopened and are accepting new patients. We recognize the importance of making sure kids have access to medical and mental health care. When their basic needs are met, kids are better prepared to focus on learning and be present in school. Families thrive when everyone has access to quality health care, so patients of all ages are welcome. Parkside, Northeast, Jackson High, and Northwest Health Centers provide primary medical care and mental health services in convenient locations throughout the community. Call us today to make your appointment or for more information. Center for Family Health, opening the door to health care for all.
At Jackson Public Schools, our mission is to bring the community together and create a culture of academic excellence and workforce readiness. Our 7 elementary schools give your children the opportunity to grow within different learning environments. Every building newly renovated with 21st century furniture and technology. You can choose a more traditional elementary school environment or explore special options like Montessori, a balanced calendar, or virtual through SCMV. Explore it all at jpsk12.org. Jackson Public Schools, where community comes together.
You know who I've got a problem with?
Several people.
Several people. The FDA.
The FDA?
Food and Drug Administration.
Huh.
You want to know why?
Why?
Because they've allowed America's favorite drink to become a seltzer vodka.
What?
The Sunny D, folks.
Sunny D?
What the hell is this?
Wow.
How is this acceptable? How is this okay?
That is not right.
Sounds good.
Of course it sounds good, Brandon. Of course it sounds good. Someone at one of the moms accidentally brought this for a snack to the game the other day. They thought it was Sunny D. So Coach and I had to drink them all.
Oh, wow.
It's unbelievable. These are vodka seltzers, Mary. These are not Sunny D.
It says vodka right now.
Not for
I know
kids.
it says vodka right on there, but it says Sunny D first.
It does, you're right.
Okay.
I can see.
Will
how
you
people
ever buy
could
your
be-
child Sunny D? No,
Not
anymore.
Not anymore.
And if that doesn't appeal to you, the folks at Sonic have their own citrus coolers as well. So
America's worst drink has just been made even more
I don't know how the
worse.
FDA can. What? It's ridiculous.
Oh,
How
you
about
know,
alcohol flavored M&Ms?
Speaking of alcohol, popular Australian beer is being recalled for
Foster's?
an unusual reason. The watermelon sour beer from Your Mates Brewing Company contains excess alcohol.
Is that a fact? Brandon, do you remember Foster's, Australian for beer? I bet you $100 you couldn't get through one of those right now.
Yeah. Excess alcohol, too much alcohol, and the country says, the Food Standards Australia says, it could be, it could be dangerous. It's got so much alcohol in it. Wow.
They also don't allow ranch dressing or chewing tobacco
In
Australia.
No kidding.
That's a
Wow.
fact. Spam only.
Amazing. Well, that's it. We're all out of time. Who's on the show tomorrow?
We'll have humans here with us tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Matthew Budd and Tracy Payne from the Health Department and the new AD at SPS Greg Marsh. Later today, Benita Wade Deer, Ben Wade, Alan Wade, celebrating the 60th anniversary of the Blazer, plus Matt Snell, Aaron Brzezowski, Ben Kono, Jack Bergman, and Tim Schneider, all in tomorrow's show. Today's show, later today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you this afternoon.
Bye-bye.